Today, we're going to cut through all the noise, all the marketing, and give you one simple three-step rule. A rule that'll let you walk into any store and grab the right engine oil for the right price every single time. Let's do it.
You know this feeling, right? You walk into the auto parts store and boom, you're hit with a wall of oil. Dozens of brands, all these different colors and promises. It's totally overwhelming, and you know what? It's kind of designed to be that way.
Every single bottle is screaming at you, promising it's the best, it'll make your engine last forever. But by the time we're done here, you'll know the simple truth. You'll have the one rule you need, doesn't matter what your drive.
Okay, so let's get into the first big choice you have to make. Except it's not really much of a choice anymore. Let's talk about why synthetic oil is pretty much the only way to go these days.
For years and years, conventional oil was the standard. It's basically just crude oil pulled from the ground and refined. But then we got synthetic oil, which is totally different. It's engineered in a lab, molecule by molecule, to be perfect for its job. The particles are all uniform, so it lubricates better, it handles extreme heat way better, and it just lasts a whole lot longer. It's just better in every single way.
So why did anyone ever buy conventional? Well, it used to be a lot cheaper. That was its one big advantage. But that's just not true anymore. That huge price gap has shrunk to almost nothing. We're talking maybe $1 or $2 difference. And when you think about how you have to change conventional oil way more often, there's just no reason financially or otherwise to stick with the old stuff.
And before we move on, let's just bust two really common myths real quick. First, that you can't put synthetic oil in an older car. Totally false. You absolutely can. Second, that once you go synthetic, you can never go back. Also completely untrue. I mean, they literally sell synthetic blends, which is just both types of oil mixed together in the same bottle. Myth busted. All right, so you're with me. Synthetic it is. But now you're still staring at that wall of bottles, all with different brands and special features. Let's talk about how to see right through all of that marketing fluff. This is going to surprise you. The best brand of oil has nothing to do with a flashy label on the front. Nope. The single most important thing you need to look for is this little circular logo on the back. This little seal is called the API donut. API stands for the American Petroleum Institute, and they're the ones who set the minimum quality standards for all motor oil. So if a bottle of oil has this seal, it means the stuff inside has been tested and certified to meet those standards. That's why this is the great equalizer. It means that cheap store brand oil with the seal is guaranteed to protect your engine just as well as the expensive name brand stuff. Okay, so brand doesn't matter as long as it has that seal. Got it. But what about all those special formulas? You know, high mileage, extended performance, better gas mileage. Are any of them actually worth the extra money? Let's find out. First up, high mileage oil. Here's the secret. It's just regular synthetic oil with one extra additive. It's a chemical that makes the rubber seals in your engine swell up a bit, which might help stop a really minor leak. But here's the thing. They charge you a premium for it. You can buy that same additive separately for way cheaper, and you'd only use it if you actually have a leak to begin with. Okay, what about high-efficiency oil that promises better gas mileage? This is just clever marketing for thinner oil. You know those numbers on the bottle, like 5W30? The first number with the W is for winter, and it tells you how well the oil flows when it's cold. High-efficiency oil is usually just a 0W or 5W oil, which does flow a little easier and might give you a tiny, and I mean tiny, bump in fuel economy. But the most important thing is to use the exact weight your car's manufacturer recommends. It's in your owner's manual or sometimes right on the oil cap. Don't pay extra for a fancy label. And now for the biggest, most tempting promise on the entire aisle. The one that says you can go for tens of thousands of miles on a single oil change. This is where all the marketing really comes together. 20,000 miles. Can you believe it? Some brands are actually guaranteeing their oil will last that long. It sounds amazing, right? Just think of the time and money you'd save. But is it for real? And that's the real question, isn't it? Is this some incredible breakthrough in engine technology, or is it just a dangerous marketing gimmick that could actually hurt your car? Well, as always, you gotta read the fine print. That guarantee, it usually only applies under normal driving conditions, whatever that means. It also forces you to buy their specific, super expensive oil filter. And this is the big one, following the advice on the oil bottle might actually void your car's warranty. But let's forget the fine print for a second. There are real-world dangers here. Even if the oil itself holds up, it's still collecting tiny bits of metal and grime and just circulating it through your engine for 20,000 miles. Not good. Plus, a tiny oil leak that you wouldn't notice in 5,000 miles could completely drain your engine over 20,000. And since all engines burn a little oil, you could be running dangerously low and not even know it. Okay, we have officially cut through all the myths, all the marketing. So now let's put it all together. Here is the one simple, foolproof strategy that will work for absolutely any car. Here it is, the simple guide. Step 1, buy any brand of full synthetic oil in the correct weight for your car. Step 2, flip that bottle over and make sure it has that little API donut on the back. And step 3, this is the most important part of all, change your oil and your filter every 5,000 miles. That's it. That's the whole game.
And here's why that works. The frequency of your oil change is so much more important than the brand of your oil. When you're changing your oil every 5,000 miles, all those promises from the expensive bottles, the special additives, the extended life, they become completely pointless. The best thing you can possibly do for your engine is give it fresh, clean, API-certified synthetic oil on a regular basis.
But hey, here's one last pro tip for you. While you should never go 20,000 miles on an oil change, you can use those premium products to your advantage. Go ahead and buy that expensive oil filter rated for 15 or 20,000 miles. Keep changing your oil every 5,000 miles like we said, but now you only have to change that high-quality filter every other oil change, so every 10,000 miles. This can save you a ton of time and mess, especially if your oil filter is in a really annoying spot to get to.
So there you have it. The next time you're facing that wall of oil, you'll know exactly what to grab without a second thought. And it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? If the marketing for something as basic as engine oil can be this misleading, what else about your car is designed to get you to spend more money than you actually need to? Thanks for tuning in.